Well, Harry Sunderland was an administrator. Unfortunately for him, and I suppose his family, everybody else, he died in 1964, so 64-65 season. They decided to name the man of the match for the championship final after Harry Sunderland. He'd been a journalist, and that's why the Rugby League writers had brought it in. He'd also set up Rugby League in Queensland, and he'd had a lot to do with England. So he was a leading administrator, and he was a person to the fore. He got the trophy name, but then they changed the championship to a premiership, and then once the premiership went, they started the grand final and thought, well, where should we continue? Well, Harry Sunderland. 60 years on, really. New era, new dawn, IMG coming in, and felt that it was time, maybe, to bring in a modern player. After all, it's a Player of the Match award, but it's named after administrator. Harry was a man of his time. Rob Burrow is a man of his time, and he typifies everything that there is in rugby league in courage, predominantly courage of course, tenacity, skill, drive, everything you would want in a rugby league player. He showed it on the pitch, he showed it in life afterwards with his illness and MND and the drive for that. And it just seemed the right time to put a new award out there for the Player of the Match. We feel it's one that's really well supported by the players and the coaches. Numerous of them at the Super League launch have been across and said it's fantastic news, it's what it was needed. I know there'll be detractors, there always are, the traditionalists amongst us. But look, rugby league has always been capable of change, and in this instance, that's what we do. It'll be the Rob Burrow Trophy for the man of the match in the grand final. And don't forget, he was the first player to win it twice, in 2007, 2011, when scoring arguably the greatest try there's ever been in a grand final. So it's the right time, and Rob Burrow's the right man.
Yeah, I had a privilege of playing against Rob, and I think Trevor Hunt, spoke absolutely wonderful in there, and I couldn't. That were a 10 out of 10 speech. I could get nowhere near that, because I just thought he summed him up brilliantly. He was brave, courageous, and wonderful as a player. But he's replicated and more than that after playing in his fight, in his illness there, and the way he's been selfless in making sure awareness and support and fundraising is going on to leave legacies and help other people. So we get the pleasure of enjoying watching him play when he did, and and people, many people are going to benefit from the work he's done after playing. So he's a hero in every sense of the word. He's inspirational, and I think it's absolutely fitting that a special player in the biggest game is named after probably. I can't name a more special representative, ambassador and person to represent our sport than Rob, so I think it's great.
Yeah, it's the perfect honour to Rob. I think everyone who remembers him playing in grand finals, he was the most electrifying player on the field every time he stepped onto that Old Trafford. So to rename that trophy in his honour is really fitting, and it's a credit not just to him but his family, and the way they've conducted themselves, particularly since his diagnosis, is inspirational to everyone inside and outside of this sport.
Yeah, it's excellent. I think Rob deserves that. I think the game deserves that name to be highlighted as well as it is. I think obviously he came and presented a shirt for us at England, and just seeing him, so I brought a tear to all the players' eyes going into that final test, and it was really important that we got something like that and got to recognise what a career Rob's has, what a person Rob is, and for that to be named after him, I couldn't think of a more fitting man.